Take yourself back to when you started your law firm years and years and years ago. Now, at that time, imagine somebody told you, here's where you will be. You'd probably be like, I'm ecstatic. That'd be amazing to grow the firm to this point, to have this many team members, to serve this many people in our community, to have this amount of revenue, to be able to take home this amount of profit, to live in this type of home, to be able to spend our time in this way. You'd be ecstatic. But then you get there, and the only reason that you're upset is because now you're comparing against somebody else based on from where you are to where you are not. And that is what's going to create a lot of just disappointment and discouragement, because there's always somebody doing better. I mean, I've known people, check this out, somebody that got to $1 billion, with $1 billion business, that's 1,000 million. And they look over and say, well, this guy over here's got a $10 billion business. So I'm inadequate, and you're thinking, wow, that's amazing. So it never ends. And you decide to play the game. The whole point is if you're going to be comparing yourself to somebody else, then you're going to constantly be disappointed because there's always somebody either doing better in one area financially, but you also don't know how they're doing in other areas. Someone could be a tremendous business success, but be a horrible father or mother, or somebody's, making a ton of money, but they're on a lifeline when it comes to their health. And, they're not sleeping well, they're exhausted all the time. Who knows how many years they've got left. And you also don't know if anybody who's doing well, let's say in their business, is actually happy, and that they enjoy the relationship they're with. I mean, you don't know those things. So I think if you're only comparing one thing, and the problem with social media is all you see is just highlight reel. Everybody's on vacation. Everybody's on vacation on social media. It's funny. It's like if you were following me over the last couple of weeks, you'd see that little yacht trip we took with some of our Chris Bex members, and you'd think this is the thing we do all the time. Well, we only do this once a year. And everybody went on that trip. When they're not on that trip, they're working their asses off, right? But it's like when you're seeing photos from the yacht, I'm putting up these little inspirational quotes and all this stuff. I'm sure someone looks at that and thinks, oh, must be nice, right? But that's just a tiny sliver of all the work that's necessary to get there. But, people aren't really posting stories of them working their asses off in the office or when they're there and they're, at 2:00 in the morning and then having to do that again and again and again for decades. So I think the comparison game is just, you choose whether you play that game or not.